Me. 22. Psychology major with women's studies minor. President of Campus Equality Club. Constantly posting about how easy guys have everything. Life on easy mode. No period pain, no street harassment, no salary gaps. Just cruise through life getting everything handed to them. Always believed men complaining about anything was peak fragility. Broke up? His fault for not communicating. Can't find job? Probably lazy. Feeling depressed? Just man up. Had zero patience for male struggles. Post daily Instagram stories about male privilege. Get thousands of likes from women agreeing that men are basically playing life on tutorial mode. Wednesday night. Huge argument with brother Mike about gender dynamics. He's saying guys have it harder than I think in some areas. Claims society expects men to be providers, protectors, emotionally stoic. Says pressure is crushing him. Laugh in his face. Tell him welcome to what women deal with every day, except we also get discriminated against. He gets frustrated. Shows me his dating app, where he gets maybe one match per week. His job application's going nowhere despite good qualifications. His therapy bills because he's expected to handle everything alone. Tell him these are just excuses. If life was actually hard for men, they wouldn't run everything. He challenges me. Says I should try living as guy for a month. See how easy it really is. Accept immediately. Going to prove once and for all that men have life handed to them on silver platter. Thursday morning, start planning experiment. Going to present as male for next few weeks. See how much easier everything becomes. Cut hair short. Bind chest. Practice deeper voice. Get male clothing from thrift stores. Create new social media accounts as Marcus. 22. Psychology student. Looking for work and dating. Friday, first day as Marcus. Walk to campus coffee shop. Immediately notice difference in how people interact. Barista barely makes eye contact. No smile, no small talk. Just takes order and moves on. As female me, I always get friendly conversation and sometimes free pastries. Feel invisible. Not necessarily bad, just unnoticed. Sit in coffee shop observing. Women get approached by other women wanting to chat. Men sit alone, ignored. Even friendly gestures from Marcus get suspicious looks. Try complimenting woman's book choice. She immediately assumes I'm hitting on her. Gives cold response. Moves seats. Same compliment from female. Meet always leads to book discussions. Weekend. Continue Marcus experiment. Go to bars with fake ID that Mike helped me get. Expect to be center of attention like I am as woman. Reality is opposite. Nobody buys Marcus drinks. Nobody approaches him. Trying to start conversations gets polite, but quick shutdowns. Women assume every interaction is pickup attempt. Bartenders serve other customers first. Take forever to acknowledge Marcus exists. No flirty banter or free shots like I usually get. Sit alone for 3 hours. Watch women get constant attention while men stand around trying to look confident. Leave feeling genuinely lonely. First time I've experienced social invisibility. Monday, apply for jobs as Marcus. Same qualifications as my real applications, just different name and pronouns. Responses feel different immediately. Emails are curt, professional. No warm language or encouragement like I usually receive. Interview for coffee shop position. Manager is polite but distant. Asks about availability, pay expectations, previous experience. No personal connection building. Same interview as woman always includes compliments, jokes, discussion about life goals. Managers seem invested in helping me succeed. Get rejection email 2 days later. Standard form letter. No feedback or encouragement to apply elsewhere. Tuesday, Marcus tries online dating. Create profiles on multiple apps with similar photos and bio as my real accounts. Results are devastating. Swipe for hours, get handful of matches. Women who match rarely message first. When Marcus messages, Response rate is maybe 10%. Compared to my female profiles where matches flood in constantly. Men send thoughtful messages referencing my interests. Always someone wanting to take me on elaborate dates. Marcus gets ignored, ghosted, rejected constantly. Realize dating as man means facing rejection as default expectation. Wednesday, weekend to experiment. Marcus goes to networking event for psychology students. Nobody introduces themselves. Have to approach every conversation group, often getting polite but brief interactions before people move on. Watch women at same event getting invited into conversations, exchanged contact information, offered research opportunities without asking. Male students seem to compete with each other rather than collaborate. Conversation topics feel performative, like everyone's trying to prove something. Leave with zero connections made. Feel frustrated and socially exhausted. Thursday, Marcus tries making friends through hobby groups. Join hiking club and book discussion group. Hiking club mostly men who seem guarded around new people. Conversation stays surface level about trails and equipment. No personal connection building. Women in group friendly but clearly see Marcus as potential threat rather than friend. Keep interactions polite but distant. Book club similar dynamic. Women dominate discussion while men sit quietly or get talked over when they share opinions. Marcus's thoughtful comments get minimal response. Same insights from female members get enthusiastic agreement. Friday, emotional breakdown starting. Week and half as Marcus has been isolating and difficult. Every social interaction requires Marcus to prove he's worth talking to. No automatic benefit of doubt or warmth. Professional interactions are cold and transactional. Dating is brutally competitive with constant rejection. Friendships require significantly more effort to establish. Mike asks how experiment is going. Tell him it's harder than expected, but still think women have it worse overall. He nods knowingly. Says this is just beginning. Real male pressure comes from expectations of success without support systems. Weekend, Marcus tries joining gym. Atmosphere is intensely competitive. Men constantly comparing themselves, showing off, trying to establish dominance. Nobody offers help or guidance. Making mistakes feels publicly embarrassing rather than learning opportunity. Overhear conversations about work stress, relationship problems, family pressure. Men talking about feeling trapped by expectations to provide and succeed. These aren't complaints I've taken seriously before. Always assumed men were just whining. But living as Marcus, feel the weight of expectation to be successful, confident, emotionally stable without asking for help. Monday, second week as Marcus. Start noticing psychological toll. Constant pressure to prove worth in every interaction. Social connections require persistent effort with frequent rejection. Professional advancement feels like uphill battle without mentorship or encouragement. Begin understanding why Mike seems stressed all the time. It's exhausting to navigate a world where nothing is given freely. Tuesday, Marcus attends career counseling session. Counselor's approach completely different from sessions I've had as woman. No emotional support or encouragement. Just practical advice about applications and interviews. Assumption that Marcus should figure things out independently. When I've gone to same counselor as woman, sessions included validation, emotional processing, discussion of systemic barriers I face. Marcus gets, here's what you need to do, good luck. Feel abandoned by system that usually supports me. Wednesday, try discussing Marcus' experiment with feminist friends without revealing details. Share observation that men might face some unique challenges. Immediate pushback. Get accused of both sidesing gender issues. Told I'm falling for male manipulation tactics. Friends worry I'm being influenced by MRA propaganda. But I'm not reading MRA content. I'm living male experience directly. These aren't talking points. They're daily realities I'm experiencing. Thursday, Marcus goes on first successful date from apps. Woman seems nice, conversation flows well, but pressure is intense. Marcus expected to plan everything, pay for everything, be entertaining throughout. One awkward moment, and she loses interest visibly. Compared to my dates where men work constantly to impress me, I can be boring, distracted, or difficult and still get asked out again. Marcus has to be perfect performer or get dismissed immediately. Date ends politely, but she ghosts afterward. No explanation or feedback, just silence. Friday, 2 weeks as Marcus. Having crisis about everything I believed about gender dynamics. Men don't have life on easy mode. They have different challenges that I never recognized because I had immunity from them. Social invisibility, professional coldness, romantic rejection, pressure to succeed without support. These aren't small problems. They're daily stressors that compound over time. Weekend, final Marcus experiment phase. Try accessing mental health resources. Therapist recommendations focus on practical coping strategies rather than emotional processing. Support groups emphasize self-reliance over community healing. Cultural message clear. Marcus should handle problems independently rather than seek help. When I've accessed same resources as woman, emphasis on connection, validation, systemic support. Marcus gets, figure it out yourself. Monday, in Marcus experiment after 2.5 weeks. Can't handle psychological pressure anymore. Return to female presentation feeling immediate relief. Cashier smile at me again. Strangers make friendly conversation. Job applications get warmer responses. Feel guilty about this relief. Mike doesn't get to opt out of male experience. Tuesday, process experiment with Mike. Apologize for dismissing his struggles. He's gracious about it. Says most people never try to understand different perspectives. Tell him about social invisibility, romantic rejection, pressure to succeed alone. He nods along, all familiar experiences. Ask how he deals with constant stress of male expectations. He says some days better than others. Some days he just stays home because putting on confident mask feels impossible. Realize this is why he seemed withdrawn lately. Not weakness or laziness. Exhaustion from unsupported performance. Wednesday, share insights with feminist friends more directly. Explain that men face real challenges even within patriarchal system. Mixed reactions. Some curious about what I discovered. Others defensive about acknowledging male struggles. One friend says men created their own problems, so deserve whatever they get. But Marcus didn't create anything. Marcus just existed and got treated coldly by world I thought favored him. Thursday, change my social media messaging. Stop posting about male privilege without acknowledging male struggles. Start discussing how gender expectations hurt everyone in different ways. Lose followers, but gain more nuanced perspective. Get messages from men thanking me for seeing their reality. Also messages from women sharing their own experiences with male pressure they've witnessed. Friday, month after Marcus' experiment ended. Still processing everything I learned. Men don't have life on easy mode. They have life on different mode with unique challenges I was blind to. Social invisibility, romantic difficulty, professional coldness, emotional isolation. These are real problems that affect mental health. My privilege was automatic social warmth and support systems. Marcus's reality was earning every positive interaction. Weekend, final reflection on what Marcus taught me. Both men and women face systemic challenges. Gender inequality isn't zero-sum game, where one side has everything easy. We can acknowledge male struggles without dismissing female ones. Empathy isn't limited resource. Maybe instead of competing over who has it worse, we should recognize that gender expectations hurt everyone. Monday, integrate lessons into daily life. Treat men with same warmth I expect to receive. Acknowledge their efforts and struggles without minimizing my own. Mike notices change in how I interact with him. Says I seem more understanding of pressure he faces. Feel closer to him than we've been in years. Turns out empathy builds better relationships than competition. Tuesday, continue sharing insights through writing and speaking. Focus on how gender roles trap everyone in different ways. Some resistance from feminist community, but also support from people ready for more nuanced discussion. Realize fighting for equality means recognizing everyone's humanity, not just advocating for my own group. Wednesday, few months later. Mike tells me he got a job he'd been applying for. Also started dating someone who appreciates his gentleness instead of expecting constant confidence performance. Feel proud of his success. Also glad my changed perspective helped support him instead of dismiss him. Thursday, reflect on how Marcus' experiment changed my worldview. Still feminist. Still believe women face unique challenges. But now also understand men face challenges we rarely acknowledge. Real equality means seeing full picture of human experience, not just parts that affect us directly. Maybe that's what true empathy looks like. Friday, final thought about living as Marcus briefly. It didn't make me less feminist. It made me more human. Understanding different perspectives doesn't weaken your advocacy. It strengthens it by building bridges instead of walls. Marcus taught me that easy life and hard life aren't distributed by gender. They're just different kinds of difficult that we all navigate in our own ways. Maybe instead of saying it's easy for guys, I should say it's complicated for everyone. That feels more honest and more kind.